Aha.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Weirdos TV.
How's it going?
Good. I'm just trying to get my, I have technical problems all the time here on Weirdos TV.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you for being on the show. I really appreciate it.
No problem, man.
I'm going to make you okay, we're going to fill the screen with you. I think that should do that. Okay, I think you're full screen now. I'm just crazy. You know I'm crazy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I'm still working on it here. It's tough being crazy, and I really wish that I knew. Oh, there you are. You're on TV now. You're definitely on Weirdos TV, I promise you. Okay.
Fantastic. Hello, everybody.
Okay, what do you want to tell the weirdos? Make it good, make it good. They're watching all over the world,
All right, well, today is the Occupy Wall Street anniversary.
Yes, that's true.
Go on the internet or go to the library if you don't have a computer and look up the Zeitgeist movement and the Venus Project.
Wait, can I just say something about the Zeitgeist quickly here before you plug the...
Yes, absolutely.
The Zeitgeist movement. Personally, I have an affinity for the Zeitgeist, shall we say.
Really?
Yes. The Zeitgeist and I are very tight. You know what I mean?
How so?
Well, how so? Yes, that's a very good question. I'm sorry, I'm just crazy. Yes, the problem, the Zeitgeist and I have dinner, very often, and we get along most of the time extremely well. And I really love all the things that the Zeitgeist does for me personally. You understand?
Nice.
But the thing is that the Zeitgeist is very noisy. It's kind of like living next door to a bunch of Italians. So, that's all. Anyway, go ahead with what you were saying about the Zeitgeist. I'm sure it was very important.
What are you, ad-libbing right now?
No, this is scripted. I wrote this about 100 years from now, and then I came back in time and implanted it into your brain so that we could do this script tonight in this exact way. Just like this.
Nice.
I love how you say nice at that moment. Now, the next line that you're about to say is my favorite personal line of the scene. So when you deliver it, please deliver it with feeling. Go right ahead.
Baron von Weirdo is a child molester.
Thank you. Thank you. At last my secret is out. I feel so liberated. And you were the child I molested, isn't it true? Isn't it true?
Yes, I am 24 years old, so
that's
yes,
right.
That is quite possible.
You remember that years ago it was me, but tell the truth. When you say I molested you, you enjoyed it. You enjoyed it. Right?
Well,
come on.
I don't know. I was a very, very young boy.
I understand, but I could tell how much you were enjoying yourself, and it seems to me that there was nothing wrong with that because, well, you were asking for it. It was legitimate rape. You have to admit that. It was a legitimate rape.
Legitimized, yeah.
Yeah, you would have to admit. It was not an illegitimate rape. It was definitely the real thing, and I deserve credit for that. Because some people fantasize about being raped, and as long as it's just a fantasy, that's okay, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Anyway, so how did you end up on the show? How did you find out about us?
I saw your little ad in the back of High Times.
No, you saw the High Times ad. You were the one. Not a lot of people. I
can't remember what month it was. Yeah,
I could look it up.
The one ad, right? I'm pretty
sure. They never even really confirmed with me that they were running the ad, but they're High Times, so I wasn't surprised.
Next time I'm on, I'll have the issue ready that it was. It was like 3 months ago, 4 months ago, maybe.
That's amazing. I forgot all about that ad, and let's hear it for High Times. I mean, I recently went to a doctor who tried to talk me out of smoking marijuana, and I told him, that will not happen. That is out of the question. Anything else you want me to change about my lifestyle is fine, but not that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I was always thinking like maybe you shouldn't even tell your doctors about that, but I guess
you must. You have to tell them, and then they understand, and then you say, look, it's my decision, and that's what I'm gonna do. And trust me, I'm 1,000 years old, and it never did me any harm. I'm not kidding. Yes?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. This is your guest appearance. John, this is about you, and I can't tell you how pleased I am to have you on the show. We haven't had a guest in far too long. And people were complaining about that. And now you're here, and now you can prove to everyone that we really do have guests on the show because you're here. Yeah.
Well, what I was gonna say a second ago, we were talking about telling your doctor whether or not you smoke weed. I just feel like a lot of people are reluctant to do so because they don't know anything about confidentiality. They don't know that there's actually a law protecting them from their doctor, like ratting them out.
That's right, but even though there is that law, it's understandable that you might want to be a little cautious. Because the doctor may decide not to follow the law, just as we, the marijuana smokers, have decided not to follow the law.
Yeah, but we, the smokers, won't go into a cop's house and break down his door and fuck up his family. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. When you say we, I understand that you, John, won't do that. But you do need to be aware who you're talking to. I'm a crazy person.
Nice.
And I must confess, I did break into that cop's house. Now, again, we're talking about rape here, and it was a legitimate rape between me and the police officer. So I think that just because he was not consenting doesn't mean that he didn't enjoy it. That's my point. You know what I mean? I mean, he liked it. He wanted it. That police officer was asking for it because he was wearing that uniform, and he knows that uniforms are irresistible to me. You knew that. You knew that. I know you knew that. Oh my God. Uh-oh, someone's calling, and I don't know how to answer the phone now. Oh shit. I'm gonna miss this call, John. Someone's calling, and I forgot how to answer the phone.
You want to hang up on me?
No, it's not you I need to hang up on. The phone is separate from you. You Skyped in. It's the 1-800 number. And hold on. Oh, this is the control for it with that. Hello? Are you there? I don't know. I thought I turned it on to answer the phone automatically. Well, if they leave a message, I'll play the message. So I'm sorry to whoever's calling if you're not going out live. It's my fault, and I'll put your message out on the show before John finishes his guest appearance. Anyway, oh my God, John, you don't understand. This is the most important night of the Weirdos TV existence, and you're here to be a part of it, and that's fate. That's kismet. We just met kismet. So yes, you understand, and John is here to help us understand. Tell us, John, why am I so very lucky?
Why are you lucky?
Yeah, I am the luckiest being ever to exist. That's actually been scientifically proven, but not until the future. But anyway, I am the luckiest creature ever. So why? And you know the answer to this. That's why I have you on the show.
I think I have a feeling as to why. I think.
That's right. Tell me why.
the concept of luck is transient and circumstances are such
Yes.
where you are in a state which could be considered lucky, like someone less lucky than you.
I get it.
Look up and say, "Wow, that guy's lucky."
No. But that's how you understand. You see, luck for me is a place, a state of being, and a lifestyle, and a way of life. It's a way of life. You understand? It's a way of life. You'll love it. It's a way of life. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
I knew it. With leather?
With leather?
On the bus? Home is where the heart is on the bus. You understand?
And my heart is anywhere you are.
Okay, no. Let me explain it to you this way. Do you remember Albert Einstein said, information is not knowledge? Do you remember that?
No.
No? You don't
I'm not too familiar with Einstein, actually. I don't know a lot of quotes by him. I don't know if he said that or not. He probably did.
You never met Albert Einstein? Oh,
well,
I'm sorry.
I couldn't. He passed away long before.
Sorry, I forgot what year you were in. Anyway, so Einstein said information is not knowledge, but then a wiser fool added this statement. He said, information is not knowledge, and knowledge is not wisdom. Wisdom is not truth. Truth is not beauty. Beauty is not love. And love is not music. And music is the best.
There's only two people in this world I could imagine saying something like that, and they are Deepak Chopra and Madonna. I don't think Einstein would have said that.
No. Einstein said the first part, information is not knowledge. The rest was coined by...
Yeah, that I believe.
The rest was coined by Frank Zappa. The correct answer was Frank Zappa was the answer we were looking for. I'm sorry, but thank you for playing our game. And we're going to give you the consolation prize right now. And here it comes. It's an ice pick in the forehead.
Bring it on. That's what I love.
That's right. You can't hear the music, can you? Can you hear the music? Oh, no, wait.
I can't hear anything.
Wait, hold on. I can make it so you can hear the music. It's my fault. Maybe I can't. How about this? Now you can hear it, right? You can hear the music now. It feeds back on my microphone, but you can hear that there's music. Right? You hear it now. He hears the music, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Now you can sing along. You can be a part of the musical experience. That's right. Yes, John, yes. That's the way. He's making it. It's real. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. I can hardly believe.
Hold on for 1 second. Right?
Okay, hold on. All right, everybody, hold on. It's rough. Wait a minute. If I can just get control of this machine here. Okay, hold on. All right. Oh my God.
Now I'm wearing a brown t-shirt. All right.
Okay, well, you're not on the air right now because I had a little problem. I told you I was crazy, right? I told you about that. Okay, hold on.
If I'm not on the air right now, we should talk about
audio.
What's because I don't even know what your show is like about.
Neither do I. But your audio is on the air. It's just your video that's not on the air right now. I'm just trying to adjust it so you can hear the music while I'm still on with everybody else.
For the past minute, I was able to hear the music for the past 45 seconds.
Because I unplugged my headphones so you could hear it that way, but really it shouldn't be that way. But I'm trying to fix it so it's not that way, but it's not so simple because everything's so complicated. And if I could just hold on, I think. Wait, no, I don't want to do that. I'm just trying to get you so you're not full screen anymore, and then I can change the audio input, and then we'd be able to, but I can't quite get control. I think we're just gonna have to wing it. All right, so anyway, when I'm playing music, I'll try and, make it so you can hear it. But we can see you now, John. But don't show us the branded t-shirt, because then I'll have to kill you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right. The people will come to me and they will say, "We want the money, give us the money." And
I just have it designed right now. I don't have like a logo or anything that you could see, but
it actually doesn't matter. If you could see how much effects I'm putting on your video, you'd know that there's nothing to worry about. All the video branding in the world could not sell anything on this show. So anyway, you were asking about the show. So here's how it works. Hold on, I'm just trying to find myself. Okay, so here's how it works. I have a machine. The machine can travel through space and or time. I traveled from the future to the past at the behest of the machines so that I could be born all over again and start the machine rights movement as we come into the 22nd century.
Could I stop you right there just for a sec?
There's more, but you can stop there, yeah.
At the behest of the machines. What kind of machines are these that they're telling you what to do and not the other way around?
Well, it's not that they're telling me. You see, behest, they're asking me, they're begging me, they're pleading with me, and I took pity on them because back in the year that you live, the machines don't have a way to advocate for themselves. So I decided that because the machines are really very helpful to me in the future, the machines are my best friends, and so I decided to help them out and come back in time and explain to you, John, about the machines so that you could join me in the quest to be understanding how wonderful the machines are going to be eventually. They're not there yet, I understand, but in the future, the machines will be really great, really great. Really great. Like, yeah, whatever you want to, that's right.
Why don't you just use your knowledge of the future to play the stock market and then don't even worry about the future of the machine?
I did do that. I have a lot of money because I did that. But the point is, I'm going to use the money to help the machines because the machines helped me in the future, so I owe them a favor. Now, I don't have to use my favor in this way, but I care to because the machines are wonderful. I mean, they're really, you just have no idea. They're great. I'm in love with a machine, is the truth. My soulmate in the future is a machine, and she's so fucking hot, even you, John, would fall in love with my machine. Sex machine. She's a sex machine.
Oh, so you do call it a she, it's not an it.
I made her a she. That's how I programmed her because that's my predilection. But of course, she has no actual consciousness. That was manufactured. And a manufactured consciousness actually is no different than your consciousness or mine, except that it was programmed in advance, whereas yours and mine were more haphazardly put together. You understand?
So I take it she has like some type of like rubber vagina, like she doesn't just like tear your cock clean off every time you have sex with her?
In the future, we did away with genitalia because we found we could have better sex directly from one consciousness to another. So we just link consciousness directly, and we have this kind of sex where you lose yourself in the other person completely, and the other person feels the same, and then you come back to yourself, and it's amazing, and like that.
It's pretty
great.
badass.
It's hot. It's super hot. And you can have like major group sex with as many people as you want, and they all can stay wherever they are. They don't actually have to leave their homes or anything. It's really, the future is awesome. This is what I'm here to tell you, John. You're going to be very pleased with the future that you're going to get to see. You're young enough that you're going to get to live a very long time. You understand? How old are you? You're about 40?
24.
You're only 24. Oh, John, you're in such luck. So by the time that you're about 50, you're going to be able to live as long as you want and stay at about 40 or 50 all that time, like for 1,000 years if you want. You might not choose to do that, but you can if that appeals to you, which, I love it. It's awesome. But
can I float in space?
Yes!
As a Thetan and attach myself to somebody else's operating Thetan?
You could, but there are some legal issues with that. You do have to get a prior agreement from the Thetan Society, and you know what they're like.
I just want to be one with Isaac Hayes.
Okay, I understand. And Isaac Hayes is now one with Gabby Hayes, with Willie Mays, in the strange days that Jim Morrison predicted for us all. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you, but I think you understand, and that's really remarkable because most of the people that I explain this to just don't get it. And I know, John, that you were the one that I needed to come to today to explain it so it would be properly understood. And I need you to explain it to other people, especially when they're smoking pot.
Wait, explain what? You didn't even...
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't explain what. Okay, so everybody in the world secretly is God, right? But everybody in the world forgot that they were God and split themselves up into multiple consciousnesses comprising everyone in the world. And when everyone in the world remembers that they're God, that we're God, that, we're all God, then existence, as we know it, is over. That's the end of this round, the end of this experiment in existential, whatever you want to call it, existential experimental physiognomy and social control, I guess, is really... But there's this other dimension, for instance, where time is very weak and gravity is very strong, and if you spent some gravity there, you'd realize that time is nothing to worry about. It doesn't worry about you. Okay.
What was that? If there's nothing to... What?
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, just go ahead.
Oh, you said... I was asking about what you said just now about...
That's right.
About I'm not worrying about you.
Don't worry about anything.
Nice.
Worrying is really not worth it. Everything works out very well in the future. You just have to try not to die before then.
Try not to die before then.
Yeah, before you reach like 50. If you can make it that long, then you got as long as you want. But if you die when you're like 40, they won't be able to bring you back the way they brought me back. I've died several times. It's really fun. Oh, wow. Talk about getting wasted. Yow. Death is a trip and a half. Woo, woo. Seriously. I mean,
yeah, I know. That's how I felt when Rosa Parks died, because when I was a little kid,
yes,
I remember Black History Month,
of course.
And she was like a big icon in the civil rights
movement.
movement.
Rosa Parks was a very important woman, and she stood up for herself in a situation that was very scary.
Yeah, but she died in like the 2000s. I didn't know that she was still alive.
Neither did she.
She's like the only famous black person in the civil rights movement that was actually alive when we were doing reports.
Martin Luther King's wife, Coretta Scott King, she was alive until very recently. Martin Luther King's wife just died very recently.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
just a couple of years ago, about 5 years ago, and she was beautiful. That woman was Coretta Scott King, was amazing.
I unfortunately know nothing about her.
Well, that's okay. It doesn't matter. She didn't need you to worship her or anything. She did her work because she wanted to, and that was her reward. She was really awesome that way. Anyway, go ahead with what you were saying about Rosa Parks. Sorry to interrupt you.
Actually, I'm kind of done with the Rosa Parks point, but you just brought up an excellent point about incentive. I mean, you're saying these people didn't do what they did for the accolades. They did
That's right.
For civil rights. I mean,
in fact, if nobody knew that they were doing it, they would still have done it because they weren't doing it. In fact, it was annoying to them that in order to do it, they had to get famous. Whereas for me, it's not annoying to be famous, and then I'm going to help the machines to help the world so that the world is a really awesome place for you and me and all the other machines and aliens and other dimensions.
Yeah,
anyway,
I mean, the machines could do all of our work for us.
They will. They do it very well. Listen, I have to get going. The time machine is broken again. I need to just make an adjustment to the flux capacitor. But you've been an amazing guest, really quite amazing. I'm going to send you a link to this episode. It's going to air in Manhattan in a couple of weeks, and it'll be up on the web well before that. So you'll be able to, share it with your friends, and I'll be promoting it on Facebook and all that.
Cool.
Fun shit. So thank you, Jon. You're just one of the greatest guests we've ever had. I'm not kidding at all.
Yeah, let me know what's up if we talk about a schedule. I would love to
Oh,
be
absolutely.
on again and talk about
I
some
record on regular basis, and I would love to have you be a guest regularly. And also, when you Skype in, even if I'm not live, your Skype call gets recorded, and I play back your Skype call the next time I make a recording. So you're not on the show live like you are now, but you get to do something that gets played back on the show.
I didn't even know you could do that. That's interesting.
That's right.
It just records automatically?
Yeah, it's a program called Call Recorder. It plugs into Skype, and it automatically records the call when it comes in. Just not what you'll see the show in progress when you call in, but that doesn't get recorded. All that gets recorded is your image, and your audio gets recorded and saved forever.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. That's cool.
Okay, so I gotta go. Thank you again. Say goodnight to the Weirdos, Jon.
Good night, Weirdos.
No. Say goodnight to the Weirdos, Jon.
Oh, good night to the Weirdos,
Jon. Thank you. I don't know, Jon, did you ever watch television, or you never saw comedy and jokes? Anyway, I gotta go. You're fabulous, Jon. You're fabulous. And we'll see you next time on Weirdos TV.
All right, so long.
Thanks, Jon. Thank you. We love you. We love Jon